All right, it's time, CFM. Saturday workout is gonna be a tough one. It will be on the clock, but it is for effort, and I don't want you to think about, oh, I need to have my very own sled. I want you to just go to whatever sled is available when they're outside. Same thing on the ropes in the back of the room. All right, 2 rounds of the warm-up, 400-meter jog on the first round, 200-meter jog on the second round. Grab a medium heavy band when you come back in, and we're doing band rows from the rig. So station yourself in this athletic position and pull all the way to your chest, towards and apart at the same time, all right? When you do your band rows from the rig. Leaning calf raise and the AT raise. So this is our lower extremity prep. So leaning dramatically into the wall, squeezing your toes towards the ball of the foot as we do that, and then rotating backwards, keeping your hips away from the wall and pulling your toes upward towards your shins at the top. Then we're gonna get 8 kips, right? So with the kip, what we're looking for is shoulder blade retraction and then shoulder blade protraction to move your head to the opposite side of your arms. Less hips and more shoulders is usually the cue that we give on the kip, and that's what I was just demonstrating there with my feet on the ground. It's a way to take a little bit of stress off of my grip and my shoulders as I do the kip, and that can help to teach the movement without having the maximum amount of resistance on there, which is just your body weight, okay? Next, we're gonna go into the workout. It's 4 rounds through, starting on sleds. You can actually start anywhere you want. I want you to get 4 rounds. We say for effort, which means while you're working, I want you to try to work hard, but don't worry too much if you take a little break in between exercises. So when you are done with your rope climbs, you can take a few deep breaths and then go to your calorie bike. And so I would rather the individual elements of the workout be done hard and fast and then take a little bit of a break, as opposed to trying to stay in that kind of gray same pace zone the whole time, but going slower on all the different movements. All right, so we'll start off with sled pushes, 3 lengths of the parking lot. So down, back, down with 3 plates, 2 plates are the prescribed weights. Obviously modify that as necessary. Try to at least get the whole length before you take a break, and then maybe that'd be a good time to work in with a partner or your team, right? Let them push it the other direction and you rest and then wait for it to come back. 3 rope ascents or 8 laybacks. Either of those is fine. If you want to mix and match, like you're good for 1 rope climb, but then you're not so confident about the other 2, do 1 rope climb and then a handful of laybacks, and that would be a fine substitution for that. Laybacks are a really good exercise. Make sure you're just using your arms for it and not using the hips to create momentum on that. You try to get as much of the grip and squeeze training as well as the single arm pull of the rope layback when you do that one. Then try to do calories on the bike. I'd like for it to be under a minute. It's not a terribly aggressive pace, but that can be a little bit challenging depending on how fast you're used to biking, but it's a relatively aggressive pace on the bike. Then 12 reps of our band upright row. So we're just gonna stand on one of the medium bands with the hands pointed towards the body, and then we're just rowing up the body until the band touches your chin. And then after you do that, switch grip to an underhanded grip, and we're doing 20 reps of a band curl, right? And that is our workout for this Saturday. Enjoy it. Again, not for time, for effort. Have a great one. See you next week.